If you haven't had opportunity to watch Daredevil Season 2, Episode number 11, 380, stop listening now, major spoilers, here we go. The Punisher's war continues, and so does the body count in Hell's Kitchen. Murdock tries to finish what the DA started. Okay, a couple of the main players from the DA are dead. Reyes is dead. Some other people were dead. There's a lot of blood that has been shed inside of Hell's Kitchen. What I love about this episode is that we finally get to see how Karen really feels about the Punisher and how the Punisher feels about Karen. There is a relationship there. There is a love there. There is a connection there. Daredevil finds that out at the end of the episode. The Punisher is MIA and kind of what I'm guessing is that he's dead because there was a large explosion. I don't know how he escaped. Most likely he did. But as of right now, the Punisher is dead, and then Karen arrives on scene, and she yells out, why, Frank, why? And then Daredevil is like on the sidelines. He's kind of like I guess you could say, next to this red barrel, just kind of hiding out so he doesn't get caught by the cops. And he overhears that, and he's feeling some sort of way about that. This episode kind of showed you how everything is falling apart inside of Hell's Kitchen as far as Stick and his relationship with Murdock and his relationship with Elektra. Elektra is now being hunted by Stick. Stick is now being hunted by Elektra. She has assassinated a couple of his guys. And at the end of the episode, there is a guy that works for Stick that has driven over to Murdock's home injured. And then he notifies Daredevil about the situation with Elektra and Stick. That Elektra's going to kill Stick. And then after that, it looks like the next episode, Murdock, aka Daredevil, will head over towards Stick's location and try to either rescue him or probably end up fighting Elektra to the death. I'm loving everything that they're doing with this episode. Another 10 out of 10 star episode. There was a lot of passion, a lot of great cinematography, and the fight scenes are once again very, very well worked out. Night Nurse got a lot of screen time, and then it looks as if she might be leaving the show to either A, get the replacement here because she quit her job at the hospital due to, conflicting interests. And what happened with that is that there is a supernatural element that is rising up inside of Hell's Kitchen. And you can blame it on the Yakuza, you can blame it on the Hand, you can blame it on whatever other elements they're working inside the city, but there is something rising, and I don't know what it is. To me, it's like a mutant, aka vampire. I don't know. I can't really guess what it is right now. It's not fitting into anything that I have ever read, inside of Daredevil's storyline inside the Marvel Comics. I don't know really what it is, so I'm very, very happy and surprised that they're even going this route, because it is definitely supernatural. It's definitely out of this realm. I guess it's on the same scale as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now with the Inhumans, so just kind of figure that, except flip the Inhumans on their head and then turn them into something that's off a Blade, and that's what you have. I would love to see Blade pop up in this show. I'm not gonna lie about that. He would fit perfectly inside this show right now. Okay, I think I mentioned everything. There really isn't nothing else that I can think of that I haven't mentioned. We got more backstory for Punisher about the love that he has for his kids. His kids were murdered, and they're trying to find out who has murdered his kids, and that will lead him right into the Hand. It will lead him right into the supernatural element, and that's pretty much where we're at right now, man. Daredevil has decided right before the death of the Punisher in this episode to side with the Punisher with his form of justice. And that was very surprising, man, because the Daredevil did the crucifix, Catholic crucifix things where, what is it? I think it's hat, testicles, wallet, and watch. And he did that. He did the little cross, and then he said, maybe it's time that we go with your side, your form of justice, and make it permanent. And that was very surprising, that episode. I think that's pretty much it. Trying to see if there's anything else. Nothing that's popping up right now. The Night Nurse knows that there's something supernatural. That's why she quit her job, because of the ethics. The hospital is all about money. They're covering up something. It seems as if there's something inside of the bloodstream of these mutant kids. These little demon kids. These killer kids. And trying to think if there's anything else. I think that just about does it, man. I will say this though, the realistic approach with the Punisher is absolutely insane. To see how much violence and how much punishment his body takes, he is definitely probably the best live screen adaptation of the Punisher that we've ever seen. And if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, you definitely recognize, what he's tapping into. We're out of here, guys. No spoilers. We're out of here.